Hey there, air signs. How are you? I hope you're well. I hope you're keeping well. Alright, I'm going to do something just a little different today. I hope you like it. It's not going to resonate with all of you. It's not going to resonate with every air sign. Okay? It's the group that I'm picking up on. Okay? Before I start the reading, there's a lot of nostalgia coming up. Alright, so it's just a little bit of a different reading. Okay? Hope you like it. Where are air signs now? In current position, where are air signs? Alright. They're kind of finding themselves discontented emotionally. Alright. Trying to find the courage emotionally to pull yourselves out. Air signs are very logical people. Okay. They do. Aquarius does withdrawal very well. They would rather baffle you with bullshit than, which is not a bad thing, than deal with emotion, right? So they use logic over emotion. Geminis, which is the season we're in right now, happy birthday, they tend to try and level it out, but they keep a lot back. They keep a lot to themselves. Right? Inner conflict, inner emotions. Right? And Libras, they try very hard to balance the scales, but sometimes they prefer to use logic than emotion. Right? I'm not saying that for all of them, but it does work that way. Okay? For some of you. Anyway, that's how I'm feeling. Sorry, itchy eye. Anyway, that's how I'm feeling right now. So, this is kind of like inner emotions, inner conflict. Do I share them? Do I not? Right? Maybe getting a bit agitated with being trapped. Okay? Getting a bit emotional being trapped. Not knowing how to deal with that. Okay? Or confined, as it were. See? Community. Confined. Maybe some of you air signs are not dealing very well with family stuff. Right? Or being disconnected, as it were. So this is what air signs portray outwardly. Air signs outward projections. That's what we show the world. Okay. What we show the world, sometimes not the way we feel inside. Right? This is sometimes some of you are starting to reveal more and more about your emotional state. Right? Some of you are starting to lift the veil up, lift the masks up, let other people in. It's very hard for air signs to let people in. Right? Because they're very intellectual people. Very intellectual people. And they keep people at a distance, at arm's length. Because sometimes it's better that way. They don't have to deal with their emotions as much. Right? Inwardly, what we tell ourselves, air signs, how we talk to ourselves. I really think that you guys are having a very hard time of balancing your emotions. I have the heart chakra, right? So this talks about head over heart. So if there is something that has been surfacing that's emotionally bound to you from the past, this is a hard time. This will be a hard time for you guys. All right, you have to see. It could be what you took power over your emotions. The solar plexus talks about your power center, talks about your courage, right? Talks about your assertiveness, your drive, and sometimes I'm kind of feeling that it's really hard for you guys to open up. And there could be powerful emotions coming out for you guys right now in a conflict, the way you talk to other people. Maybe because it's at the bottom of the deck, you didn't talk to other people the way you should have. You didn't admit what you should have admitted, or you didn't express what you should have expressed. Right? Okay. Let's see your goals. Right? What are we working towards? Air signs. Making choices. Wisely making choices. Choosing battles. Choosing what you let out. Choosing what you don't let out. The Hermit. So this is grounding knowledge, grounding your heart and your hand. Sorry, your heart and your mind. Learning why pieces don't fit. Learning why sometimes, for the group that I'm picking up on, they find it hard to fit with other people. Better off spending time by themselves. This is solitude, this is learning, this is development, growth, soul's growth, learning why these things are happening. I think this time of isolation, or this time of confinement, quarantine, whatever you want to call it, whatever label you want to put on it, I think across the board, for everybody, it's teaching us something new about ourselves. For some of us, it's teaching us about family. Some of us, it's teaching us how to deal with family, how to deal with friends, how to deal with children. Look at that. Some of us, it's a thought process. Some of us, it's a tower moment, it's disruption. Right? There's nothing logical about spiritual awakening. So, there's nothing logical about it at all. And if you're finding yourself in this position where you're trying to get a grasp on your head and your heart, balance them, maybe study is what you need to do during this time. Your motives, their signs, motives. Yeah, look. Finding truth. My ears hurting. Ears ringing. Finding truth. Starting out fresh. True healing. Okay? This is grasping that sword, pulling it out. Pure air energy, by the way. Pure air energy. It's funny, the water sign reading got a lot of air in the way we talk, whereas this is an air sign that's got a lot of water. Irony. Anyway, so this is talking about seeing the truth, starting wanting a new beginning. This is your motives. Communication, healing communication. Right? Maybe some of you wanted to heal communication from the past. Right? Maybe. It's not going to resonate for everybody. See? Judgment, search of truth. New plans, new life, happy times. And it wanted to fly out, and the bottom is awareness. Okay? So the sacrifices that air signs have made. Now, this could be a sacrifice for anything, really. What you've sacrificed. Could be emotionally, could be mentally, financially, what you're willing to sacrifice for the final outcome of this energy at the moment. That was balance, that was the Justice card. More air energy, right? Are we? Thank you. So you guys are suffering in silence, but you're learning how to deal with that anxiety and overcoming your mind. This is the High Priestess. Okay. All right, how we talk to ourselves, this is what we give ourselves, material harvest. Okay. I think some of your air signs are a lot more alone than what you believe you are or what you're letting on. A lot of us are feeling like this at the moment. Across the board, all signs. All signs are feeling the pull, the exhaustion, the frustration, as it were, and looking for new ways of dealing with it. So we now have the floor or the need. And yeah, again, Justice card came out. The floor or the need, it's far too many cards. The floor or the need. When you're ready. Okay. Some of you are working very, very hard. Okay. Some of you are working hard on being recognized, working hard on your money, working hard on recognizing your own faults. See? Yeah, again, look. The universe, truth, authority, on emotion, which is what I said here before. Getting balance over heart and mind. Hence the reason the Justice card's fallen out twice, because it says balance. I think these things are coming back full circle on what you need to at least acknowledge, at least look into, right? Recognizing that both sides to every story, recognizing somebody else's point of view. Okay? It's not a flaw. It's not a need. It's a choice. Okay? I said it's a choice. Two of Pentacles is a choice for balance. Okay, so the source behind this, get out. It's to bring balance to the inner conflict. This is the Eight of Swords. This is what keeps you trapped. Okay? Maybe this is what keeps you cold. Isolated on the outside of things. Cold might be the wrong word, but it's kind of like arm's length. Balance. Grounding. Right? Working on money. Working on finances. Maybe not being so emotionally involved in finances. I think some of you guys are working out this more to life, which is a good thing. Right? And this is in the middle, so it's more to life. And the effect that recognizing all of this will have, or potentially have, if you put in the word. A new perspective, a new perspective. This is sacrifice, the Hanged Man. New perspective, higher knowledge, right? Victory, higher knowledge. See, it's funny because she's both in air and she's both receiving from the clouds and from the rainbow, and she's submerged in water, which is what air signs, some air signs have difficulty doing. It's balancing their emotions with their thoughts, right? Because there's more thought than there is emotion behind that thought. I'm not saying that you guys are cold or anything like that, and you guys love to the best of your ability, just like all of us. I'm just saying that in this reading in particular, some air signs are having problems balancing their heart and their mind. The emotion, trying to find the emotion behind what they're thinking. Some of you are researching it to find out. Okay. So I'm going to use my Soul Tarot to clarify. Right, these are kind of cool. I love these cards. So let's get clarifier for the overpowering upset. Page of Swords. Some of you could be trying to fight this, like fight this feeling. Got 5 of Pentacles. So this is not a logical process. if you guys are awakening and you're getting heart palpitations and you're feeling anxious and you're feeling like there's a ball in your chest and you can't work out why, and I think a lot of you are looking on the internet to try and find out why, asking questions. You could be trying to cut it out. You could be trying to block it. I'm not feeling like this. I just feel sick. I just feel off for the day. And it might not be just I feel off. Could be the fact that you're not acknowledging that you're missing something. Maybe in your life that's being brought to your attention through signs and the way things are. Songs, signs, numbers, what people say, how they look, how they dress. Okay, Seven of Swords. I had the Six of Cups, so it's the past. Maybe some of you are gone, you know what, jack the internet, I'm done with that, I'll watch Netflix. Or Stan, what are the two? Deception. Let's have a look at the Seven of Swords. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Alright. So, this is outwardly, this is logically thinking, this is speaking. A lot of talking, but not a lot of saying what you mean. Okay? Because that gets hidden. So it's a lot of talking, but it's not. I'm kind of getting that it's not exactly. How do I put this? You're telling people what you think they need to hear. Right? Sorry. See? Choosing. Same card. It's the Three of Wands. Three of Wands. Oh, sorry, that's the Three of Pentacles. I do apologise. It is still a choice. Choosing. Pentacles. See? Pentacles to me can be intentions. They can be conversations that you have with yourself. They can be hidden things. I have a tarot deck where the Ten of Pentacles is a treasure chest with all these pentacles in it. Things, and a turtle on the outside of it. So it's reoccurring thoughts, reoccurring intentions, reoccurring things that resurface, right? Hidden things. Things that you need to uncover over time. Things that you need to uncover over time. And I think there's a lot of what you speak, okay? Some of us, it could be very businesslike. Some of the air signs, it could be very, the way you speak to people is very businesslike. Everything's a business transaction. Even though that's not the way you feel inside, it can be projected that way outwardly. Okay, and that's the choice. The heart space. See, while I'm doing this reading, oh my God, my chest is about to explode. My heart's pounding really, really fast. I have like a flip-flop thing. See? I did speak about things coming round, right? Showing up. Balancing out. And this is the World card. Okay. So this talks about loving a hell of a lot more than what you express. See? I just said loving a hell of a lot more than what you express, and look, it's the Eight of Wands upside down. So you're loving it a lot more. Everything's more heartfelt than you express. Maybe that's what you're learning to do. Shed light for everybody. The water signs had that here, in this place. Let's have a look. Solitude. The Hermit. What information do we have? The Two of Wands. Okay. Seeing the connection between the two. King of Wands. So in the isolation or learning, early stages of the month, by the way, because there's a moon. There's no moon. You're looking deeper. You're taking more of a passionate, learning how to express yourself a little bit better. It's kind of cool, that sign. So what motivates them? Motivates their signs. The King of Cups. So right now, what's motivating you, air signs, is emotionally balancing out stuff between your head and your heart, which is trying to find out knowledge, looking on the internet, maybe acknowledging that you are a bit cold with the way you deliver your speeches or with the way you talk to people. But your goal is to find out a new way. Right now, yeah, that's what the energy is. The Nine of Swords. The Sacrifice. I have the Ace of Swords at the bottom. Just here. I have the Nine of Swords clarified by strength. This is this could be the fact that you're anxious about showing this side of you. Am I going to get hurt? What's going to happen when it gets recognized? What can I do about it? Can I put in a plan? You guys plan and strategize everything. And sometimes emotions just aren't there for planning. You can't plan them. Reward and recognition. The Ace of Swords, and I have one that's behind it. Oh, look at that. Ten of Swords is upside down. Right? You know what? It could be something from the past that's coming up for you at this point, that your heart was really connected to, that you maybe were lied to about or betrayed in some way. Maybe. And right now, for your need or your flaw, you're starting to recognize the truth for the lies. Okay? You're starting to see the truth, because this is the Ace of Swords, which is here. And that came out at the bottom here. But you watch them fly out. Or you watch them fall out. So this is, I think, the need to recognize the truth. For you to recognize seeing past the illusion. Alright? At the bottom of the deck, it's the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands talks about being wounded, it talks about being defensive. That could be getting even, karma working out, seeing it, the end of a cycle, a really, really hard one. And you recognizing it, but you recognizing it and you wanting it are two different things. As I said at the beginning, this is not for all air signs. Okay. The source behind this need. See, it's wanting balance. Here. Give and take. Equal give and take. And so far, just to point this out, so far, each element reading has had this card in it. Equal give and take. And to clarify, is the Nine of Cups. Equal emotion, and it is the Six of Cups. This is from the past. Alright? Balancing out what fills those cups for you. Seeing it, recognizing it. Moving into a new perspective. The effect that it may have on the Hangman. The effect that it may have on the Hangman. Changing your perspective on what was blocked. And the Knight of Swords is at the bottom, so it's cutting that shit out. Right? So whether you see, I've got the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords. Guys, this is seeing the truth in a situation. And knowing the balance that emotion and logic have on your everyday life. Right? Let's get a Threads of Fate, because everybody's going through a bit of a dark stage, as it were, dark emotions. And even ask my question. That was the Weaver, right? So that is making your own destiny. Keeping communication open. Sharing communication open, sharing wisdom. Look at that. Right? Keeping the communication open between your heart and your head. What is wish fulfillment for you? I think this is a lot of what you guys are going through at the moment is trying to balance out what you do want and what you don't. And there is a certain few of you that there is a few air signs that are having a lot of dramas doing that. A lot of signs are, right? It's either too much or not enough. Finding hard to find it balanced. Alright. First card out. Get creative. See? Get creative. Spread your wings. I have this is fire energy, so this is get creative. Alright? We all make our own destinies. Make our own life. We are very logical people. Very analytical. Second card out. Oh, we've got 3. As I said at the beginning, some of you guys are seeking knowledge on how to balance your mind and your heart, whether you guys are having heart problems, going to the doctors, etc., etc. Right? So I've got, okay, creative. I have the wildling. I have surrender. And I have the seeker. So this talks about the wild emotions that you've got, maybe around family, maybe the way you talk around family. I kind of see that maybe it's got a lot to do with, because the wildling is the head, right? The wildling's the ether. So it's inner conflict. Okay? I think this is talking about stepping out of being more of in our heart space, more forgiveness, more compassion, a little bit more compassionate instead of frustrated. Maybe open up a little bit, drop those walls down. Alright? I hope this helps you. Talk to you next time.